Pernicious when hunting up in North Texas. I was set up between two properties where there's a nice gap in the fence where I can transition to either side readily. And hogs have come in on the west side, so I've crawled under the fence, and I'm now set up along the fence line, waiting for the hogs to get closer. That one was a male. I've got these two others coming in that I'd like to shoot with my TX15 Multipurpose Carbine Enhanced from Lone Star Armory. So my goal, or my plan at this point, is to let the one hog that I know that is a male go ahead and cross by. I'm going to pick up one of the two following hogs, hoping that they're a female, and when this first hog runs back to be with the others, I'm going to shoot it. That's the plan. One major exception to this plan is that I have this grove of trees that's directly in front of me that the hogs seem to be passing through or just behind, and it's occluding my view. So I'm going to wait until the hog gets into this gap right here. Make a nice ambush shot, drop it. In the gap, drop it. And I've got two hogs down, and I've lost my first hog. But I've got two hogs in the distance. Let's see what they do. That looks to be the best gap where I'm aiming right now, but they're not in it. Thought I lost my opportunity, but one hog stopped, and I shot him in the gap and dropped him nicely. And hog number 4 doesn't know what to do. It's confused. I don't think any of these hogs have ever been hunted before. They're not running away at the sound of gunshots like I normally expect hogs to run. While we're waiting on this hog, this was new. Rick's Optics now offers rifle profiles for their Storm S3. And so I'm on profile A for my Hornady ELD-VT 100 grain ammunition. Now normally at this point in the video I would fast forward because we're going to have some dead air time, but I'm not going to do it this time because in all my videos I like there to be something that is educational or informative or that might be helpful to hunters, particularly new hunters, and what I want to impress upon hunters at this point is patience. You don't always have to rush your shots. I've got a hog back there in the distance that is confused. It's going back and forth, and I'm waiting for an opportunity to shoot it. All of the hogs on this hunt have been patient shots. Nothing was rushed. I let the hogs move into the position where I wanted them. I took my shot and dropped them. And since these hogs aren't running away very quickly, in fact this one's just meandering in the background, confused, not knowing what to do, I'm just going to wait until I can take a shot on it. Patience is a virtue, and after you shoot, stay on your hogs and make sure they stay down. Alright, got him in the gap. And that does connect. He doesn't drop right away. He runs about 75 yards. And he's down. Alright, 4 hogs down.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
Well, I didn't review the video before lining up the hogs, so the order is a little bit off, but hog number 2 was 180 pounds, shot at 80 yards. Hog number 1 was 165 pounds at 90 yards. Hog number 3 was 130 pounds at 160 yards. And hog number 4 was an 80 pounder, shot at about 160 yards and ran to 200 yards or so. Hopefully I can get to carpe analysis to Dromedaries number 74 pretty soon. It's going to be delayed. But in the meantime, what I can tell you about the Hornady ELD-VT 100 grain bullets, from what I've seen in the hogs so far, is that the bullets are impacting. They're starting to come apart almost immediately, and they're leaving stuff behind almost from the get-go. We find stuff at the entrance. We find stuff throughout the wound channel. Penetration seems to be around where it starts leaving the big chunks is around 5 to 6 inches, and some chunks may exit at as much as 15 inches. But they're all different sizes. It seems to be quite variable. I think more testing's needed, but they do seem to be working at this time. That's good. Carpe sus, my friends.